All right, welcome back. Now, it's time for us to go into our communities and focus on some of the things that are happening there. Of course, we are at a time that we realize that it's very important for us to not just have a global view on what's happening in the country, but to make sure that every area of the country is opened up as far as the economy is concerned, business, trade, movement of goods and services, all of that is concerned. We're going to Sunyani, and the Sunyani Airport Rehabilitation Project is on, and we're looking at the airport actually opening after 7 years of closure. Let's take a look at this report. We'll come back and we will get into some discussions.
The Sunyani Airport was shut down in 2015 after the runway became unconducive for use by aircraft. The runway of the newly rehabilitated Sunyani Airport has been extended from 1,280 meters to 1,400 meters. The Minister of Transport, Kwaku Ofori-Asiamah, during his tour of the facility was accompanied by the Bono Regional Minister, Destina Usu Banahine, and the Managing Director of the Ghana Airport Company Limited, Pamela Jamson-Tete. The Minister of Transport, Kwaku Ofori-Asiamah, spoke to the media after the visit.
Like I said, aviation industry is a very high regulatory standard industry. And if we miss any of the standards, it means that human life are at stake. That is why the government closed it down. And we decided that it was time for us to renovate this airport. But for now, what we have done is that the aircraft or the airlines can come here whilst we look at the rest of the work and we do. And we are going to do it in such a way that we bring this airport to its best standard, that it will be fit for the purpose of it. So for now, what we have done is enough.
The Managing Director of the Ghana Airport Company Limited, Pamela Jamson-Tete, expressed her joy at the completion of the first phase of the rehabilitation works.
We are delighted. We're delighted to be here today and feeling very proud that our airport is ready to start operations. We believe that the contractor and the consultant have delivered on time and to a very high standard. We are just waiting to start operations because it means a lot to us as Ghana Airports to also be able to earn the revenue that comes from a key place like Sunyani. We have a lot of the questions, a lot of calls coming from the domestic airlines wanting to come here. And so we are thrilled that today, as we are here to do the inspection, we'll go back with good news. And in a few days' time, this airport too will be up and running. And like all our other airports, will be earning us good revenue for Ghana. Thank you very much.
The Minister of Transport, Kwaku Ofori-Asiamah, has assured residents of Sunyani and the entire Bono region that within the coming months, commercial flights will start operating.
Right, some good news coming in. This is not just for the people in Bono and Ahafo, and those areas. It is for all of us because, the hours you spend on the road just moving from Accra to Sunyani. This is such a great relief. Yeah. Apart from the business, advantages that we are also going to get. Now, we've been joined in the studio by Duke Mensah Opoku. Duke should have every reason to be excited about this.
Very, very happy. Good morning.
Good morning, Duke.
Good morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very, very happy. Very happy. My mom is still in Sunyani.
Rightly so.
Yeah, I grew up in Sunyani from about age 9 when I was shipped off from Mampong to Sunyani in 1999. Yeah, so virtually grew up in Sunyani. So
1999, what class were you in?
Class 3, I remember very well.
Oh, dude.
I was in class 3 in 99.
Can you imagine?
When I had to leave Best in Mampong to Queen of Peace in Sunyani.
Duke, I don't want to tell you where I was in 1999.
I don't even want you to tell us. You don't want to know.
Yeah, we are babies. We know that. Yeah.
But it's super cool. I think this is some welcoming news, for people in these areas and to Ghana as a whole.
Yes, and fortunately, I happen to live around in Kwabin North. In Kwabin North, it's just by the Snit Flats, close to the airport residential area. So as kids, we saw the CityLinks and the Amtrak
Amtrak.
Airs fly in at the time when the airport was really working. And this facility actually dates back to the Second World War. That's it was an outpost for the Allied forces. So, and then it got a facelift in '69 when Buzia became Prime Minister.
Yeah.
It was working up until 2015 when I think there were some issues with the structure of the airport.
Yeah.
So the runway was short, it didn't meet certain international standards, and then they had to close it down. And for 7 years, the people of Sunyani have been denied that ability, you know, but that facility. But for me, I think that this is one good thing that is happening to Sunyani because I mean, arguably, Sunyani is one of the best places to live in Ghana. I'll tell you why. Green city, very neat, very well planned, cost of food.
Good food. I was going to mention
yes.
that. Yes. And the people
are very
pleasant.
warm. Yeah.
Very
warm.
I really love Sunyani. In fact,
My couple of experiences I've had there was just fantastic, you know. But I'm hearing that the clean status is sort of being challenged.
I'll be coming there. I'll be coming there. So
I think that the cleanest cities, you know, in Ghana will be. I'm not okay. I won't say cities because I'm not too familiar with Volta region cities. Okay, but
Ho is also very neat.
Cleanliness, I'll give it to Volta region, and I'll give it to the Bono
region.
Yes, super
very
amazing. Yeah.
So and for me, over the last 3 or 4 years, I've watched every time I go back home. I mean, to visit my mom. The last time I was there, it was in January. You see the rate at which the city is deteriorating, the congestion because of the mines, then Catholic University and all the Sunyani Technical University. And there are a lot of things that is beginning to put pressure on the city. And for a point, I thought the managers, the development was going at a faster rate than the managers and the planners of the city. So the last time I've seen the roads, the inner roads and others being done.
Okay.
But I still think that the city is going at a faster rate than the planners and the managers are working on it, because the main roads were getting bad and Coronation Park is not back, it's not in the situation it used to be, and all of that. So for me, this is one very good news that the airport that the airport is back. At least for those who can afford, for those who work in the mines, for those who have businesses, and now because of 1D1, I think there's a factory in Brekum, the whole cashew nut industry around the Blue area. If you are bringing in investors, if you can fly from Accra to Sunyani in 45 minutes. Or 30 or 40 minutes.
Let's just say an hour.
Well,
you know,
an hour.
I mean, it shortens everything.
For you to
you know, exactly.
Averagely 8
like
hours.
8 hours.
Because right now, the most for me, I always say that the most difficult part for me traveling to Sunyani now is the Ibuakwa. Ibuakwa part.
Don't even mention it. You know, when you get to Ibuakwa, you want to just get down and walk.
It's crazy. The great lock around that.
No,
it's so discouraging.
And also Santua before you get into the it's because the road is under construction and all of that. So if you don't have a driver who knows the ins and outs and will go and take a detour, they will end up at Ebijama. You are
give yourself 24 hours for the trip.
So for those who can afford it, this is super news. I would advise, however, that the commercial airlines who are doing this should plan very well. We don't want the situation that happened in Wa and in Ho.
Yeah.
I think they should plan quite well so that they don't. The flight should maybe be twice a week. And it should be targeted because the average person in Sunyani would prefer their VIP to Accra than to fly. So it has to be the product has to be strategic. So that all the
out, and in a very demand grows,
in a very strategic manner. And already I've seen some of the airline companies advertising.
Okay.
That the Sunyani flights are coming up very, very soon. So they should do their modeling very well. And I know my Sunyani people will not disgrace me.
Oh, at all. They will all join in. I mean, it's easier, you know, it's easier to go to Sunyani, so why not? We'll all join in because I think Sunyani is also a very beautiful place to be. But sometimes it all comes back to mode of transportation. You know, you want to visit the place, but when you calculate the distance, you know, the inconvenience and all, you just choose some Akosombo or somewhere and go, you know. But I think that these are also means of promoting tourism, promoting businesses, you know, to go to these areas.
And talk about tourist attractions. If you land in Sunyani for it will take you maybe about 2 hours. You get to Kintampo, the center of Ghana. Kintampo waterfalls.
Exactly.
There's a Boabin Monkey
So
Sanctuary. There's
sites,
a Wubon Grotto. So many sites around the region that you can visit. I mean, and I think this opens up a whole new possibility. So it's good that the airport has been fixed.
Right,
I'm very happy.
right. Now we've been joined by our regional correspondent, Michael Saponofum. Thank you very much, Michael. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you very much, Prima.
So what does this development mean to the people of Sunyani and the Bono areas, Ahafo, Bono East?
Thank you very much, Prima. I can say that people are very excited. People are very excited. If you look at the distance traveling from Sunyani to Accra, you spend closely 8 hours.
Yeah.
So this is a big relief, and people are interacted with. We are very excited that at the end of the day, close to 7 years, the Sunyani Airport will be working one more time. Prima.
Great. Now, if you take us through, is it done entirely, or are we just left with a bit of finishing touches and then we are good to go?
During the tour of the Minister of Transport, for years last week, they are almost done. The Air Force were also around to check few things. Then, within the coming months, I'm told the President will be around to officially commission the place. So everything is intact. And we are just expecting that flights will start coming from the rest of the country to Sunyani and even beyond. Initially, when they started the project, there were a few challenges here and there. Encroachment, as you can see, a few encroachments around. And also in 2020, because of the COVID, that led to the delay in completion of the project. So the runway has been extended. And everything is intact. So, we are just waiting patiently for the first flight to hit Sunyani.
Michael, what sort of aircraft are we expecting can land there?
So for now, we are just waiting for the Ghana Airport Authority to tell us a specific flight that will land at the airport. For now, we are not privy to that. We are just waiting for them to tell us what planes to land in Sunyani.
Okay. Now, those you mentioned about encroachers. What was done about that situation? I mean, where people's houses, and structures demolished for the expansion to happen. What happened in that period?
Yeah, Kwaku, as we speak, the project was in 2 stages. The construction of the wall.
Okay.
So as we speak, DAA Construction Limited has constructed a wall around the airport.
Okay.
And Resources Access Limited was also in charge of the runway. So as we speak, a wall has been constructed, as you can see, along the airport. No building was put down, though.
Okay.
But I don't know the next step the airport company will be taking for now.
Now, Michael, per your own assessment, what do you think this will mean, to economic activities in the area? For instance, to hospitality businesses, to transport groups, and other ancillary, businesses.
A lot. The Bono East and Ahafo regions have some good tourism potentials here. As Duke said, Kintampo Waterfall, WCMA. So somebody can just take a flight from Accra to Sunyani, then the person who follows up to Kintampo. Apart from that, we have the Doma area where we also have another multi-sanctuary there. So it's going to open up the region. And the Bono region is the hub of cashew production in the country, Sampa area, Wenchi area. So if investors are coming to the region, instead of coming by road, spending about close to 8 hours on the road, just an hour, they will be in Sunyani and they can go to Sampa area, they can go to the Wenchi area as well. So it's going to open up business, especially the cashew industry and also the tourism potentials in the region. And traveling 8 hours and just spending close to an hour to get to Accra, I believe it's a very good thing. And people are just happy. And one thing I can also say is that people are just praying that, as Duke said, the fare will be moderate for people to be able to afford.
Yeah.
People are just looking at that. That will be moderate for them to be able to afford, so that they can also get on board to take flights from the Sunyani Airport to Accra and maybe other parts of the country.
Very well. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much, Firma.
Right. So this is it. And I don't see why the people in blue areas should not be excited, because I am very excited about this,
I remember years ago when, I think it was the one that I think is folded now, Starbow. Started to do Kumasi trips and all of that, right? I remember there was a concern that, but Kumasi, Charlie, people like their VIP and things, so people,
right? As I say, they're so tall.
Saturday
morning,
exactly. If you don't have a choice, you deceive yourself that the people like them, and so you present them with choices, and then you realize that,
and that's what I'm actually bringing that up because of years ago, the experience we had in Kumasi when Starbow started everything. It seemed as though.
But today,
I'll tell your story. So I was in I flew once to Kumasi.
Okay.
The lady said to me, once we landed, said, we're in Krankapukwasi traffic.
No, it's true. Because in 30 minutes you'll still be in Achimota. From 7 to Achimota, 30 minutes you're still there. Now, Obi Edu Kumasi, I'm starting at eating fufu.
Krankapukwasi traffic.
I tell you.
I was just laughing.
No, it's
That's
true.
the convenience of
it.
And for me, the good thing is that this also eases the pressure of our roads.
Yeah.
It does.
It eases the pressure of our roads. So if everything, and I for instance, I don't see why we should have multimodal transportation system.
That is the problem.
I don't see why people should be in Kaswa traffic. When they are going to Cape Coast, because averagely Cape Coast, if you have a good car, 1 hour 30 minutes, 2 hours, you should be in Cape Coast. But if you add Kaswa traffic, you could be getting to 4 hours.
Somebody will get to London and you are still stuck to wait.
When we have a direct, a ferry means of water transport from Botiano to Bakano straight. That would even take you less than an hour. Straight. The Nigerians are doing it in Lagos. Those who want to beat traffic, they just go to one part of it on the main line and it takes them to the island. We should have multimodal means of transport.
Look, it's easy this time around to go to Kumasi and have a return trip. You can just go in the morning, have your meetings, do whatever you want to do. Latest by you have air transportation. Look at what you have to do. Now the cost of your meeting becomes too much because now you have to add fuel to and back. You have to add accommodation because you can't go, finish and
how much
come
will
back.
you quantify even the time wasted?
Thank you very much.
And not to get people, not to sadden people, but also the rate of casualties on that road. On that road.
It's a major cost that we don't calculate.
If you go and come back, you thank your God because.
Right, so Duke, we'll come back to you, but we have the Bono Regional Minister, Honorable Justina Owusu-Banahene, on the line. Thank you very much, Madam. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Good morning and thank you, my dear. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing too?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
At least now we have a shorter way of getting to Sunyani, so we'll be coming more for dinner and lunch, on Heritage Caravan.
I love that.
I think congratulations are in order. This is a great achievement.
But all smiles. You can see the joy in my heart. And
absolutely.
And the smiles on my face.
Yeah, we share in this joy because this is a great achievement to all of us.
Yes. Yeah.
But how challenging has this been, trying to put things together to have the airport bounce back?
My sister, it has not been easy.
I can tell.
It has not been easy, but I think you know. But by the grace of God or the support of the system, I think today we are hearing and we are seeing what we want to see. Thanks to the central government and the people of North region, including the chief, then the media men and women too. I thank you all for contributing your quota to what we are witnessing now. Then again, I can also forget Ghana Airport Company, especially the airport. They coming to ascertain that indeed, whatever that we've done, where the first phase is concerned, technically, we are fast. We thank you all.
Right.
We appreciate each and every one.
Right. Now, we are told that very soon we can be flying to Kumasi. How soon is very soon?
We can be flying to Accra.
Well,
and many other parts of Ghana.
Yes. When are we going to do that?
Yeah, as we speak, I've had a conversation with the presidency and the Ghana Airport Company, and any day within next week, the commission will come on. We're waiting for the president. Any day within next week,
okay,
the commission will come on.
Okay.
And so we've also spoken with a person that they've come around, they've acquired their office, and I believe they are also putting things in order. And so as soon as the commission is done, I believe within 2-3 days, they should also commercialize everything.
Now, tell us a bit about the economic benefits, of the airport to the people of Bono East, Ahafo areas.
Thank you so much. Interestingly, the airport is going to serve as many as about 5 regions. So the Bono itself, Bono East, as you mentioned, and Ahafo, as you mentioned, then part of Savannah and part of Western North. Yes, and so we believe that when everything is done and the airport is operationalized, I believe that it's going to open more investments and attract more investors. Because, looking at all these 5 regions, it's about business, isn't it? We are into cash crops, we are into food crops, we are into even gold mining, if you look at Ahafo. And so I'm believing that it is going to open avenue for investors to come around, for us to have business activities. And again, it's also going to boost industries. As we speak, in Bono region, we do not have a factory. I'm telling you, we do not have a factory in Bono region. But maybe, for all you know, it's because we are not able to attract investors. Because they think that traveling by land from Accra to Sunyani, to them is far. The guy will say, Jonathan. So I believe that now that the journey is closer, so far as aircraft is concerned, I believe that it's going to open more avenues for investors to come and open up industries and businesses to boost.
Now, I like yes, please go on.
Apart from businesses, as we talk about, it's also going to boost tourism and, for that matter, culture. We have a lot of culture, a lot of festivals, being sacred, religious festivals, food festivals, and what have you. And I believe that now that we paved the way for the Meko Bono Festival that is open this year, I believe that other regions will also emulate. And for that matter, tourism will be expanded.
Great.
Apart from fish tourism and even the culture as we speak, exposing Bono region to the world. It is also going to boost business, hotel businesses. Because now people will come, tourists will come, investors will come, and even as they come, they also patronage the hotels and the guest house around. And all these things is going to expose the region to the world. So apart from hotels, other creation of other jobs, then it means that the hoteliers can also employ more. The airport company can also have restaurants and many other things. The tourism and culture, maybe bead making, Adigra symbols. It's the origin of Adigra symbols as far as Ghana is concerned.
Okay.
Again, it is also going to help us to also save time and improve on our health. You travel from here to Accra. By the time you get to Accra, your foot.
You need to see a physiotherapist.
Your foot is swollen. You have to walk around before. So it is going to save time. Maybe use just 1 hour instead of the 8 hours. You think that your weight and wherever the pain will be, you not experience some of these things. Again, if somebody is sick and he or she has returned to Accra for medical attention, instead of the 8 hours ambulance on the road, this time around it's 1 hour on air. And all these things. And don't forget, when we talk about Bono region, the people who traveled outside Ghana to Europe, I can say that even though I don't have the data, I can say that almost about 40% travelers are from Bono region. Let us go to Burma. And so I'm thinking that when they are even coming with their baggage and other things, all these things are going to be a little bit relaxed. And so I believe that the airport has come to serve all of us and all avenues of human life.
All right. Honorable, before you leave us, just kindly comment on the general state, you know, Sunyani for the longest time was hailed as the most beautiful green city in Ghana. But these days we are beginning to hear of challenges with the cleanness of the place, and as well as some infrastructural challenges and so on. What are you looking at in terms of maintaining your status as the most beautiful green city in Ghana?
Thank you, my brother. I believe you heard so much about this, the Green Ghana that was launched by the president, and we did it here latter part of June. The number of seedlings that we planted around, I'm believing that it's going to boost or enhance or maintain or recapture the areas that might have forgotten about. Again, just yesterday, I spoke with the Forestry Committee in Accra, one Mr. Asum, and we are getting about 200 pieces of special species that we can plant along the street from Abyssine all the way to UNED.
Okay.
Both sides. So that it will not serve as a tree, because when it grows, becomes bigger tree, we are tempted to cut it down because it competes with the wiring, the telephone lines. Yeah. This one is, if you go to the Forestry Commission, the national headquarters, there's a special type of flower plant, and it is shaped like a cone, and that is what I've asked them to get me, and they are getting me about 200 pieces, of which as soon as we get it, we're going to plant, and we'll nurture it such that it will beautify the area. You talk about sanitation. We are on it. We've managed to a certain extent, but you know today's world, where plastic products are littered all over. The story that you have in Accra, to some extent, we are also having that type of story here. But an ours is not as wet as that of but we are doing a cleanup exercise. As we speak with you, this Friday, I'm meeting all management staff, and come forth against our holiday, we're going to use it to clean our environment. And so yesterday, I wish you were around, and I'll send you some pictures. I moved from one government bungalow to another to see to that wherever it is weedy and we need to weed around, wherever we have to kind of thing, the trees that have overgrown, the pruning, we're going to do all these things. And so by the end of August, Sunyani and for that matter, Bon region will turn around and will have its shape. And I believe when you come around, you enjoy. So I believe that we are managing. It's not easy. However, unlike yesteryears, if you want to do cleanup exercise, volunteerism, everybody is coming. Yes. I remember when we were children, Fridays our parents will not go to farm, but as soon as the bell roll is sounded, everybody comes around. But today, you sound the bell roll, and people as if they have not heard it. I believe that through your media, you can also support us. Let me use your medium also to ask for all the government appointees, the CEOs, that I'm calling them to come this 4th August. We should come up for us to have an in-depth sensitization so that together we can rebuild Mother Ghana and for that matter, Bono region.
I like your vim, honorable. You know, I mean that's a step in the right direction, action. You know, and now we have to do it now. But also tell us about your plans for infrastructure in general. You know, we've mentioned tourism. People are going to be coming in their numbers now that transportation is a bit easier. Now, what is the state of your roads in? I mean, your area, you know, hotels, accommodation, and also don't lose sight of the fact that now when jobs are being created, it's going to attract a lot of people from other areas. How are you going to manage the number of people who are coming in now, maybe to want to settle in Sunyani, the visitors who will be coming? Would they have decent accommodation? The tourist sites, do we have, I know that is not your responsibility entirely, you know, but do we have, for instance, accommodation facilities at tourist centers? Do we have places of convenience, even restaurants? What is the plan in this regard?
Thank you, my dear. In life, there's everything. Whatever I said, you have a first step. When we talk about hotels, I want to tell you that Bono region, we have hotels. And we have class of hotels. You know, East West where you enjoy the other time.
Yeah.
To us, this is a first-class hotel.
And we love Uzbek. I mean,
yes,
super.
And we have similar ones, Psycho, and I don't want to mention other names and forget about other names.
Yeah.
But when it comes to hotels, guest house, in fact, I can come on my feet and tell you that we have enough. But then, much as this opening or this Infas Avenue is coming in, I believe that other people also take the opportunity to expand vias and few new ones go also erupt. Then, like I told you, I'm going to have a meeting with my stakeholders management. Immediately we finish, we've spoken with some hoteliers and some shop operators. Now, recently, we invited the hoteliers. But the shop operator, the traditional shop restaurant, the traditional one, where the Akrante and the Aguan wine.
The ones we like.
Yeah, the one that you like. I love that. They are also coming next Wednesday. The next Wednesday, you are not very certain when the president is coming. If it coincides with when the president is coming, we'll set the date a day ahead. They are also coming, then we'll sit. How they can keep the environment neat and many other things. How they can also bring on board new other areas of food. Like say now we have Nigerians all over, we have the guns coming. What food do you think when you cook apart from the fufu or the ampesi or the to and the others? What is it that they can do? We are also telling them the importance of using leaves, the ntensema and the angomo to prepare something. Yesterday I watched something on television where they bake bread and they are using leaves. I said, wow, if we have the leaves around and this flavor, I'm told former President Atamos was purchasing it. So I'm also going to introduce this one to them. Then when they do it, we'll be able to also expand our frontiers. Then when people come, we have enough to eat.
Great.
So I believe that if all these plans and other stakeholders coming on board, I believe we'll be able to do the needful. Meanwhile, much as you are there and you are a big sister, and you have other people that you can also connect them to me.
I will.
Ready.
Great.
So let me use this medium also to ask all my brethren. I'm not playing Shabbat Mark. But then all my brethren who are media men and women in the landscape and who are from Bruno region, connect me to them.
One is sitting here.
Oh, beautiful.
Duke Mensa
I'll give my number to him or her, okay?
I will.
She taught my mom at Brekum College of Education.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Is that it? I was a tutor there for 17 years.
Yes, she taught my mom, yes.
So you have a grandson here. Right. Honorable, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good job, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. The man who does the food strength.
Yes, that's Samens.
Oh, regards to him and all your team.
All right. We'll tell everybody.
We love you all.
We love you too. Right, thank you very much. Duke, I understand why Honorable is excited. It's not every day that you get to have huge developments like this in your area.
And it's such a feel-good story, right? Like all around.
Yes, has all sorts of linkages and has the potential to essentially open up the region, and of course, as you said, 5 other different regions. The possibilities that transportation, multimodal transportation opens up. It's endless. We just have to ensure that we make the most out of it.
But I really like her energy, and I mean, I must say that when we got to Sunyani, she was there to meet us.
Oh, wow.
Yes, she was there. She stayed. We're a bit late. She stayed for us, Heritage Caravan. She stayed for us. She sat with us for dinner, yes. And so I understand, and I because of meeting her, dealing with her, I'm forced to believe everything she's saying, and I know that she will do her best, to bring. Duke, I don't know if you've had one-on-one meeting with her and what you make of her work so far.
I think she's doing well, but I'm concerned about the infrastructure in Sunyani.
She will do it. She said a step at a time. Now you have airport. At first, you take 8 hours. Right.
But she's doing well.
Yeah. Right. So we'll be back shortly to continue the conversation.